Observe this person. They remain perfectly still while the world around them moves in a chaotic blur. This level of composure looks like a superpower, but it typically stems from a learned mechanical response rather than a genetic personality trait. We are going to build a personalized 4-step mental checklist called the Response Protocol. This system is designed to systematically short-circuit panic before it takes hold. You will need to participate to make this effective. Pick up a physical pen and paper or open a blank digital note on your phone right now. Now, recall a recent, mildly stressful problem. Think of a missed deadline at work or a broken appliance, something you can use as a specific test case for these steps. Physically writing down the protocol helps separate the problem from your internal emotional reaction, shifting your role from a victim of the situation to a mechanic fixing a machine. This graphic represents the framework of your protocol. We will fill in these 4 steps to train your brain to bypass its default emotional reactions. For step 1, write down the what, not why shift. Asking why did this happen during a crisis traps the brain in an endless loop of blame and frustration. It burns mental energy on the past without generating any utility for the present. Shifting the question to what can be done forces the brain into a utility state. This specific prompt redirects your focus toward the next actionable move. Look at your test case. Write down exactly what can be done right now, and intentionally ignore every reason why the issue occurred. Now for step 2, map your control zone. Write down the rule, isolate the controllable. Problems are composed of different variables, visualized here in the sphere of control. The center represents direct actions, while outer layers contain uncontrollable variables that generate overwhelm. Natural problem solvers mentally delete these outer layers until only actionable items remain. Draw a circle on your paper. Inside it, write down the single element of your test case that you possess the direct power to change. Bypassing the why and discarding uncontrollable variables narrows your focus. This leaves you with a standard, manageable task instead of a sprawling disaster. These hands clearly illustrate the danger of moving too fast. Speed without stability often creates new, unexpected problems. Write down step 3, the mandatory pause. The rule is, give it 5 minutes. Doing nothing feels physically uncomfortable to a problem solver. An unresolved issue creates an open loop in the mind, creating a sense of urgency to act just to stop the mental discomfort. Distinguish between a genuine emergency that requires instant action and the internal anxiety of simply wanting the issue resolved. Review your test case. Identify if a 5-minute pause would have provided better perspective before you took your first step. Finally, write down step 4, the people filter. The rule is fix situations, not people. If you tie your identity to being useful, you may find yourself applying mechanical problem solving to human emotions and behaviors. Attempting to fix other people's behaviors leads to frustration because human autonomy is an uncontrollable variable outside of your core circle. Look at this flowchart. Check for steps requiring someone else to change how they act. Completely cross out any steps relying on others and replace them with unilateral boundaries or actions you can execute alone. Respecting the hard boundary between a solvable mechanical situation and an autonomous human being prevents the frustration of trying to manage what you can't control. The paper in front of you now contains a complete 4-step framework: what, not why, isolate control, the pause, and the people filter. These notes function as a psychological barrier that helps you filter out the chaos of a sudden crisis. Those who appear to be natural problem solvers are simply running these exact 4 filters automatically in their minds. Fold your protocol sheet and keep it with you for the next 48 hours. Apply it to the very next annoyance you encounter, no matter how small. Removing the weight of the uncontrollable clarifies your next objective. You move forward because you finally know exactly where to step.